Today, we're going to be talking about a book that has become a classic in the business world. Good to Great by Jim Collins. The book is all about the habits and attitudes that companies need to adopt in order to achieve greatness. Collins and his team of researchers studied over 1,400 companies over a period of 5 years and identified a set of common characteristics that set the good companies apart from the great ones. The book is divided into 2 parts. The first part focuses on what the great companies did, and the second part focuses on what the good companies didn't do. The first thing that the great companies did was to have a clear and compelling purpose, or hedgehog concept. Collins explains that the great companies had a clear sense of purpose that guided all of their decisions and actions, and that this purpose was based on their unique strengths and passions. The second thing that the great companies did was to have a strong and disciplined leadership team. Collins explains that the great companies had leaders who were both visionary and pragmatic, and who were able to make tough decisions and hold their teams accountable. The third thing that the great companies did was to have a culture of discipline and innovation. Collins explains that the great companies were able to balance the need for discipline and structure with the need for creativity and innovation, and that this allowed them to achieve both short-term and long-term success. The fourth thing that the great companies did was to have a focus on the flywheel. Collins explains that the great companies understood that success is not a one-time event, but rather a process that requires consistent effort and improvement over time. He argues that the great companies were able to achieve this by focusing on the flywheel, a metaphor for the process of turning small, incremental improvements into a huge impact. The second part of the book focuses on what the good companies didn't do. Collins explains that the good companies often fell short of greatness because they didn't have a clear and compelling purpose, a strong and disciplined leadership team, a culture of discipline and innovation, a focus on the flywheel, and a level 5 leadership. Collins provides a lot of concrete and actionable advice. He doesn't just talk about the characteristics of great companies in general, but also provides specific examples and case studies of companies that have achieved greatness. This makes the book not only informative, but also highly practical and useful. Collins' insights and strategies are based on rigorous research and provide a roadmap for achieving long-term success. If you want to learn more, click the link below to watch more from our channel, The Business Bookshelf.